What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of the Tea Party Podcast. It's your boy T-Lander. With me today are my special guests.
Damn, I killed one. Sorry.
Tank and Smith, now playing Apex. Say hi, Tank.
Sorry. Hi.
It's all good. Shin, say what's up.
What's up?
MP, I know you're there. Say what up to people.
Fucking hate my life.
Great intro.
And the star of tonight's episode, for the first 20 minutes at least, my main man, Midnight. Say what's up, people.
I'm sorry for what you're about to listen to, guys. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right, tonight's episode is the Degenerate Storytime episode. It is exactly as it sounds. We're going to be sharing some stories that are very adult, weird, wild, crazy, dirty. You get the idea. And we're going to start it off with Midnight's two of Midnight's most epic, crazy stories. And after that, you will be judging him for the rest of his life. So, without further ado, Midnight, take it away. Floor is yours.
All right. So the first one isn't too crazy. It's just kind of degenerate. It's a little easier into the next one. So
Yeah.
I was in college,
Mm-hmm.
and I lived in like a party room, so we threw parties a lot. And
Right.
we had a party one night with just like a couple people. We're drinking, we're playing drinking games, we're having a good time. And then I was drinking with this girl, and then halfway through the night, she was like, "Yo, let's go to your room," and I was like, Sounds good to me. So I my roommate was in there, and I go, "Yo, I'm gonna need you to leave if you can." And he goes, "I got you, bro. I got you." So he leaves. We do our thing,
Right.
whatever. And then it's like, hey, my roommate comes back. We're all sleeping, right? And then like I had to go to the bathroom.
Right.
I get up. I head to the bathroom. I do my thing. I get back, and I guess the girl that I was with, I guess she wasn't feeling too hot after, and I moved her, and the next thing I know, like I lay down, and the next thing I know, she just like sits up and just pukes all over the floor.
Oh no. That sucks.
Now, we all called her China because she was Asian, and that's just what we called her.
What?
So
Okay.
I'm drunk as hell, like laying in bed, and I look at her and I go, "China, I love you, dude, but you gotta clean this up by yourself. There is no way I'm getting out of my bed right now to deal with this." And she goes, "Yeah, I know." And then she cleaned it up, and then the next, it was like we had to clean it, and then my roommate was freaking out, like, "Dude, we gotta clean this up. It smells and shit." And I'm like, "Buddy, she's doing her best right now, dude. She's doing her best." So
I picked a very bad time to eat apple pie.
I know, that's why I said if you guys are eating, I'm sorry for the first one, dude.
Yeah.
And then we went back to bed, and then we woke up the next day, and then I walked her back to her room, and then I was like, "All right, well, thank you for cleaning it." So that's like the first one. It's not too bad, it's kind of mild.
What a gentleman you were, Vinay.
Yeah, just a little bit. So the next one, this is probably my most like degen story that I can actually like remember.
Here
like,
we go,
myself.
guys. Here we go.
So I had like my first girlfriend at like 15, right? And so I went over her house one day. We were hanging out, and like we were making out and stuff. And she was like, "Let's have sex." And I was, it was my very first time, and I was like, "Yo, let's fucking do it." So, my dumbass self at 15 apparently didn't know how to put a condom on the right way. So
Okay.
I put it on the wrong way. And then she goes, just take it off. It's on the wrong way. And I'm like, oh, God.
Oh no.
I'm like, okay. And she goes, just do it anyway. So we start, we're going. And then all of a sudden we hear the door downstairs open. I put on my clothes as fast as the Flash would have, dude. Like, I got dressed so fast. Because, one, we were in her living room. We weren't even, like, in a room. We were in her living room when we were doing this. And then 2 minutes after we're both dressed and, we're like, just hanging, like, looking like we're just hanging out, her brother walks into the room. Dude, this man was huge. huge man.
no.
Like, this guy was a bodybuilder. I played football with him, and he would always smack me in football. So if he caught me, I would have been a dead man for sure. Like I definitely would not be telling this story.
Yep.
So then we're still hanging out. It gets like a little bit dark. It's like dark. It's like 7, 8 o'clock at night. And then she goes, "Come with me." And I'm like, "Where the hell are we going?" So then she grabs my hand, walks me out the front door, and we just start walking down the street. And I'm like, "What are we doing?" She goes, "You'll see, you'll see." She brings me to a park, right? And then she goes, "Come under this slide." And so we go under a slide, and she goes, "Okay, fuck me." And I'm like, I'm sitting in a park, and I'm like, I'm looking around everywhere, and I'm like, are you sure? Like, right here? And she goes, yeah, just go. And I'm like, okay. And so, we do our thing, blah, blah, blah. We stopped, and then we walked back to her house. Nothing, it wasn't too bad, but then we broke up like 2 weeks after this happened.
Oh boy.
Due to like some bullshit on like New Year's. She just broke up with me, and I was like, all right, I'm done with you, whatever. So then I didn't talk to her for months. Couple months, right? We were still in the same school. Like I'd say hi to her in the hallway, whatever, but we didn't really talk. And then over that summer, I started, talking to this other girl, and we're talking. We're like about to start dating, and then my ex texts me and goes, "Hey, we need to talk." And I'm like, "Sure, what's up?" She goes, she starts talking to me. She goes, "I still like you, this, and this." She goes, "The reason why we broke up was because you got me pregnant, and I had to get an abortion." And I was like, I was 16 now, and I was like, "So why are you telling me this now? Like, why not like, months before when everything happened?" She goes, "Well, I just couldn't. I couldn't say it to you, blah blah." But I go, "But like, why you gotta tell me now?" So yeah, I was like 15, my very first time having sex. I got a girl pregnant. There was almost a little me running around that park a couple months later, a couple years later.
Lord.
It was
Damn.
I wasn't even
Wrap
drunk.
it up.
I was sober.
What's up, Nathan?
I just like to say that's scuffed as fuck, Midnight. That's scuffed as fuck.
It's pretty, dude. I can't tell good stories like unless I'm drunk, dude. My story.
No, I mean your storytelling. I meant your experience with scuffed as fuck.
I still thought it was a good story.
My experience was pretty scuffed. Yeah.
That was a pretty wild story, not gonna lie.
Yeah, it definitely takes a turn when I say a couple months later, But once I say that part, everybody's like, "Oh, the first part, it's pretty wild, but it's like not too bad." And then they hear what happens months after, and they're like, "Oh yeah, that's pretty bad." Yeah, that was an interesting time in my life in high school. Dude.
Yes, but it sounds like you. Well, never mind. You didn't really have fun.
Oh my god, MP. You sound so far away.
All right, MP. Since you're like the farthest away, you can go next.
Listen, dude, I'm trying to make this work, okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
That sounds
No,
a little-
go ahead.
Okay, hold on. Actually, you know what? Here's what I'll do for this. Okay, what? This is better, dudes?
Yep, much
Yep.
better.
Okay. So, I'll tell a story, I guess. Okay, so this one isn't very pretty funny. So it was like February 2018, or like March. So I was pretty brand new to the Marine Corps, and I was in the schoolhouse, and my buddy Basil was married, so he had a house off base. And we were all students, fucking. We were out of our parents' houses for the first time, right, living our own lives. And so he throws a party. And it's probably the most degen party I've ever been to. So at first, he comes up and asks like a group of us, like, "Hey, bro, like I'm throwing a party. Who wants to come?" We all raise our hands. We're all like, "Fuck yeah, bro! I'm down to get wasted and just fucking have a great time." So We sneaked out like off base in Bassel's car at like 8 o'clock at night because at the time, being a student, you're not allowed to really kind of go out and roam freely like that. You get in a lot of trouble. So we sneak off base in my buddy Bassel's Jeep, and we go to his house, and we start drinking. We have a good time. I walk in his house. I have like a piece out the Jack. Um, and my buddy Theron was there with us. And we didn't know this at the time, but Theron had recently gotten broken up with.
Okay.
So we weren't really paying much attention to him or whatever. He was kind of being quiet, but it was whatever. So I was like one of the only people that had any of the Jack that night. And like a couple hours goes by, we're just having this party, and I look over. I was like, I was taking another shot of Jack. So I look over, and the handle of Jack is gone. It's empty.
Oh boy.
And then I look over at the kitchen counter, and I see Theron still lumped into the counter, like
Oh no.
absolutely heavy-eyed, drooling, like close to alcohol poisoning level of just drunk.
Oh no.
And so he's fucking drooling everywhere. He can't speak. And so I'm like, I go to Bass. I'm like, bro, like we gotta help out Theron. Like Theron's fucked up. We gotta help him out. He's like, oh shit, yeah. So we like go there. Like, hey buddy, what's up? What's going on, man? And he's mumbling his words. He's trying to speak to us, but he can't get a coherent sentence out. And then all we hear from him is, I got a shit.
Oh Lord.
So we're like, oh fucking Christ, dude. So I go under one arm, Basil goes under the other arm. We take him to the bathroom, and so.
Ooh, Steven, what's up?
Bring him in the back.
All right, go.
We pull his pants down to his ankles for him and sit him on the toilet. And like I'm holding up Theron's shoulder, that way he doesn't fall over like onto himself while sitting in the toilet, while he shits.
Oh my god.
So he's just sitting there he's drooling into his lap, pants around his fucking ankles, shit, and like we're not you know that, right? So Theron like drunkenly acknowledges the fact that he's not gonna wipe his ass, and so he tries to wipe his ass, but he can't.
Poor guy.
So then what we do is we're like, all right. So this man has his fucking pants and ankle. So we pick him back up off the toilet, still a shit ass, right? He hasn't wiped yet, and we just strip him naked.
Okay.
So naked, and we throw him in the shower, turn the cold water on, and just kind of like, one, to sober him up, and two, to like clean him off. And so like we're just like sitting there watching this naked, almost like fucking kid, just slumped sitting in Basil's shower, just rinsing the shit off of himself. And so we get him cleaned up, we get him dressed again, dress him, we bring him out to the couch, and we lay him on the couch. And I asked this girl, hey, can you just keep an eye on him for a second, figure some stuff out? So she's like, yeah. So I was sitting up, and she just sat next to him, and I go outside with Bass, and we smoke a cigarette, and we're like, dude, okay, like what the fuck do we do? Like we're gonna get so fucked up for this. So we're like, fuck it, we gotta take him back on base. We can't leave him off base. So we go back inside. We've determined at this point we're gonna take him back on base. So we go back inside. Theron is just slumped on the couch, like face down into the couch, drooling into the couch. The girl left. The girl peaced out. She did not want to witness death. So we pick Theron up and put him in the back of my buddy's Jeep. And I'm in the back with Theron, holding him up, with this. I put a seatbelt on for him. I was holding him up that way he wouldn't like slump in his seat because we had to go through the gate still to get back onto base. And so we're driving through base. I'm literally holding Theron up as like nonchalantly as I possibly can. It's like I have an arm around him almost, just to make it look like I'm not trying to hold up a kid that's probably dying of alcohol poisoning. Um,
Yeah, we don't want that.
hand up, yeah, we hand up more IDs, and they just wave us through. They didn't even look in the back at all. And I was like, thank fucking God. So we all like we're relieved, but in the barracks, once you go to the front door, there's a duty there. And it's like they make sure that like nobody's leaving past curfew, nobody's doing anything crazy, shit like that. So like we get back to the barracks and we're like, fuck, dude. Well, we can't bring him to the front. He's gonna notice. Duty's gonna notice, and he's gonna fuck us up. And so what we do instead is we drive around to the back of the barracks and just start banging on one of our buddies' windows. And so we're smacking on his window, trying to get him to fucking wake up. Finally, one guy comes to the window, and he takes one look at Basil with Theron around him, and he just shakes his head. He doesn't open the window. He just shakes his head. And so I just keep on banging on the fucking window, and he finally opens up. He's like, what do you want? Like, what do you need? I'm like, listen, dude, do me a solid. Let me toss Theron through this window.
Oh my God.
So
Throwing people around.
yeah. So he's like, all right, dude, all right, fine, I'm fine. He's gonna sleep on the floor though. I'm not giving him my bed. And like, that's cool, bro. He's like pretty much knocked out anyways. It's okay. He won't remember shit. And so, and this window is like probably like 5 feet up off the ground, so it's pretty high up there. So me and Basil, we pick up Theron. I got his legs. Basil's got his shoulders, and we just yeet Theron through this fucking window, face first through the window.
Wow.
And we never got caught. And the next day, Theron asked us what the hell happened, and we told him that everything that happened. And the fun fact about that party, another buddy's wife that was there did porn, and she was fucking everybody. They had a
What?
What the fuck?
I didn't go in the line, but there was a line.
I was not expecting that part. So your friend's wife, or this person's who you know's wife, did porn and was having sex with everybody.
Yep.
On the
Yep.
not on the base, like.
No, in Basil's house at the party.
Okay, I'm about to say, wow.
Yep.
And that's his wife too. Wait. Was the husband okay with the husband? Wasn't okay with that, was he?
I have no idea.
I mean, if it's an open relationship, that's one thing, but jeez.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Oh, so MP finish that story? I can tell one more before I gotta go.
All right, go ahead. But
Okay, this one's pretty quick. It's pretty quick. So, me and my buddies were all sleeping. There was like 10 of us sleeping on the floor. I can't really say why, but we were all sleeping on the floor for like a week. And one night we all got really drunk. And we're all sitting there. Half of us are doing our homework drunk. Some of us are doing some other stuff. And all of a sudden, my buddy Mike just gets up, like blacked out, drunk, just straight out of his sleep. And we're like, "Hey, Drake," because his last name was Drake. We're like, "Drake, are you okay?" And he just mumbles, and we're like, "Oh, he's fucking lit. Someone might need to help this man." So all of a sudden, he pulls his dick out.
wait.
And he's about to piss on the floor.
Ew.
Right? But underneath him was our buddy Tex, because he was from Texas, so we called him Tex. He was sleeping right underneath his dick. Like, he was about to get pissed off.
Ew.
My buddy Chris, thank God he's fast, ran into one of the brothers' rooms, or like it was one of his brother's room, and then grabbed the garbage can and put it underneath him so he could piss in the garbage can. So he pisses in the garbage can.
Wow.
He looks at me, pulls his pants up, and goes, "I'm leaving." And I go, "Dude, you don't have the key to get back in. You can't leave." And then he just walks out the door. And I'm like, oh no. So I got the key to the room. I go back out, and I'm like, well, where are you going to go now, dude? I'm looking in the hallway, and I don't see him. I go a little bit farther, a little bit farther, and I see the elevator door open, and he's pissing in the elevator.
Ew. Come
So now I
on,
go,
man.
Drake, pick your pants back up, and let's go. And he goes, no, I'm not going with you. I'm leaving. And then he starts taking off down the hallway. So we're in like, so we get into like the stairwell, and he's sitting there like drunk as hell, yelling at me, and I'm like, dude, you gotta cut this shit out, bro. You can't even get to your own dorm room right now. You don't even have your phone that has your key card in it. And he goes, fuck you, bro. Don't tell me what to do. And I go, listen, bitch, come with me. And he goes, first I gotta pee. So he pisses in the stairwell. And I'm like, oh my god, dude. I'm like, Jesus, Drake. And then apparently his pants got wet at one point. So then he just took his pants off in the stairwell. Just left them in the stairwell. And so I picked them up, you know, like I picked them up by the dry part, and I'm like, all right, Drake, you gotta come with me, bro. You're in your underwear in the middle of a like, you know, dorm room floors. We gotta go back to the room, bro. And he looks at me, he's all sad, and he goes, fine, bro. And then, you know, I walk him back to the room, and he just goes right back to sleep. Like nothing happened. We woke up the next day, and I go, dude, do you remember anything from last night? And he goes, no, not a clue. I go, I hate you. I was like, I just hate you, bro. You're so fucked up, dude. Yeah, what a guy, dude.
That's funny. He just kept
Yeah,
peeing.
he just kept peeing everywhere, dude.
He couldn't stop peeing.
Funny, he could not stop peeing, bro.
That's a really funny story.
I gotta go now. My family's here, but
thanks, Midnight.
Fun.
Yes.
I hope my stories weren't too bad, Tank. I hope I'm still allowed in the server.
You're fine. I heard her.
That was comedy gold, Midnight. Thank you for
I'll catch
being
you guys
here.
later.
Bye, Midnight.
Good
I'll be
night.
back.
Good night.
That was an
Alrighty.
interesting story that I came to.
Yes, it was.
Oh, interesting word choice there, Esteban.
Esteban, since you're here now, you got any? And Steven, since you two are here now, you got any degenerate stories you want to share?
I'll let Steven go first.
Wait, hold on. What about MP's first time though?
Ooh, good.
Is MP here?
Yeah, he's here.
Yeah.
He's in a trunk 3 hours from where
A trunk.
Truck. I mean, not trunk. Truck. But MP, you got any? Yeah, talk about your first time.
Do you want my first time story?
I mean, Shin brought it up, but yeah.
All right. So I was 15. You know, I was a little horny virgin, and
Yeah.
yeah. So like Gordon, I was Gordon at the time.
Oh,
Oh no, that's not good.
but you're 15, so there's a difference.
Fair.
I mean, I beat him by 3 years.
Oh, okay.
But, so I was 15. I knew a girl, and so so I remember she lived in Rhode Island, right?
Right.
So there's like no, it wasn't Rhode Island. Fuck, that's wrong. I can't remember what the island's name was. It had something similar to Rhode Island. And so like it was down the water, you could ferry to it, and it was about an hour ferry ride or so. And I was only 15, so I didn't have a driver's license. I had my bus. And I remember her seeing me, and she was like, "Hey, you wanna come over?" And she's like, and she implicitly said, "Don't need to bring condoms." I was like, "All right, bro. Like, okay, I know where this is going. So this yes, I want to come over." So I didn't know it at the time, but so she texted me her address, and I was like, "Holy shit! Like, that's like an hour ride to the ferry, and then an hour ferry ride over, and then like a good 20 minutes into the another 20-minute drive over." I had my truck at the time, but I only had a learner's permit. But I spent it. I was like, fuck it, bro. I'm gonna fucking take a trip across America here, and pray that it all works out. So without saying a word to anybody about anything, nobody knew. Nobody knew that I even left the house. I just fucking went for it. Mm-hmm. I just fucking left. So, here I am, fucking 15-year-old me with a learner's permit, driving an hour to the ferry.
Mm-hmm.
I made sure that I was like, all right, make sure to bring cash so I can pay for the ferry and shit. I had no consideration for the girl whatsoever. I didn't bring enough money for her or food or nothing like that. So I take this fucking hour ferry ride over, and we meet up at this beach, and I got her in the truck, and I was like, like, okay, like, where's your house at? Like, let's go to your house. She's like, oh, we like, my parents are home. So I'm like, all right, okay. So, the fuck do we do now? And so, like, I'm looking around, I'm driving around, right? Because, you know, I want some, you know what I mean? Like, look, you know, I was down bad, okay? I was down bad. But,
I was dumb.
so I'm driving around in my truck. You know, this girl is sitting in the passenger seat, and she's giving me a handy, bro. While I'm driving around looking for some place anywhere, to you know to do the next. And so I see a graveyard, and like what are they called? The little homes like in front of graveyards, like the place of business. But so I see this graveyard and like that little place of business in front of it. So I pull into the back parking lot. There's no cars there, nothing like that. So I'm like, all right, this is perfect. A graveyard. so then I'm like, all right. It's your time to shine. It's your time to shine, right? This is it. No longer a fucking Fortnite player after this.
That explains why he stopped playing Fortnite.
Exactly.
Good on him.
So you know, I get out the truck, and this is a little it's a little bench seat truck, right? So it's not like a double cab or nothing like that. It's a little bench seat truck. Context. Okay. So it's a little bench seat truck, and you know, I'm coming around. I'm coming around the other side. I'm looking over the hood at her. I'm so ready for this. And then I literally just open the door, and I tell her just bend over the seat. So here I am, you know, fucking half naked me, 15 years old. She's bent over my seat. My ass is hanging out the side of my door, on the passenger side, going to town. And then I was like, you know what? Kind of want some head. So what I did is I took my sweatshirt off, laid it on the fucking parking lot, and told her to get on her knees.
What?
Right down. On my sweatshirt, bro. That's what I used for padding. I used my sweatshirt for padding for this girl to blow me in the parking lot of a graveyard.
What?
Wow.
Wait.
Oh, that's
Wow.
worse. That's worse than Midnight's Park story. Holy
That
crap!
is worse than his story.
Epic.
So he
What?
was getting down and dirty with the dead, like.
He's a true gentleman.
Jeez.
Hey, bro, listen, all right? A dude's gotta do what a dude's gotta do, right?
Man, that takes being down bad to a whole new level.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
and well, so then I finished up, and you know, I just, you know, put my pants back on, got back in the truck, feeling pretty satisfied, not looking for the fucking 2-hour drive home, and I prayed to God that my mom did not realize that I was gone. She didn't. She never did. Thank God. But I just drop her off at her house, and she like tries to kiss me. And I just nutted in this girl's mouth. And like, you know, like, I love a girl a lot, sure, but I didn't love her, and that's a lot to ask. So I totally dodged her fucking fist and kicked her out the truck, bro. Never saw her again.
Yeah.
What? Oh wait. Okay, so let me get this right.
My man gave her yogurt and said, "No, I don't want to."
Don't say yogurt. Don't do that, Esteban.
I mean,
Anything else, but not yogurt. But hold on. Tank says shut up. Tank says in chat he has never claimed to be a gentleman. So
that is very true.
You know what? That's big facts.
yeah. Epi, let me just recap what you told us. So basically you forced a girl, not forced, but like you made a girl give you head at the parking lot of a graveyard, and then you just left her there, right?
Well, I fucked her too.
Wait, and then you just left her at the graveyard? Is that what I'm hearing right?
No, I dropped her off at her house like a true
Okay,
gentleman.
okay. I missed that part because
Like
you
a
were like,
true
You're not
gentleman.
helping.
still
She tried
though,
to kiss me and I said, fuck her.
still though, you made her have sex with you at a graveyard and then you just kicked her to the.
I didn't. Hey, listen, all right. She didn't want the dick, then she shouldn't ask for it.
Just fight.
I understand you were 15, but still, like, Jesus.
What, man?
No,
What?
that's just. I don't know. You guys, help me out here. Isn't this the most degenerate story we've heard tonight?
Pretty degenerate.
All right.
Listen.
Yes.
I was trying to live my life, dude.
Yeah. Over other people's
That's my
whose lives have ended.
Yeah, pretty much, bro. I had no remorse.
You just
Fuck,
showing.
I was
You're
like-
just showing off to dead people. That's
Yeah.
what you were doing.
You flashed a bunch of dead people.
I hope I hope they come back to zombies, climb out of their graves, and attack you.
Listen, bro. I was getting pussy. I did not give a fuck.
Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna change. We're gonna
Oh
change
my
stories now. Steven, are you there? I know you're there.
Yeah.
I know you got some degen stories up your sleeve.
Let me see what I got in the archive. You know.
In the archive. Oh,
So
Now I'm scared. Okay.
I have one story,
Okay.
but you guys also know I have a wife, so I can get in trouble.
Is she home?
Oh.
She's not home, is she?
I had to throw away the rest of my food because I couldn't finish it after that one.
Damn.
Well, no, she knows about the story, but all right, I'll tell it. Okay, one time, me and this other girl, not the one that I'm with currently, of course.
Not with Scarlet. No stories
Not
about
with
Scarlet.
Yeah, of course not. Of course, no
No.
stories with Scarlet.
Scarlet
Me and
is
this
off
other girl,
limits.
We were out and about together, and we were just hanging around Yankee Stadium. That's the one that knows the story too.
yes.
So like, since it's short because I don't really remember what we did that day. I think there was a Yankees game going on. I think we watched it. I don't know. Who knows what hell happened? I wasn't. Since we went to one of the Yankee Stadium stores, you know, to see the jerseys and stuff, and you know, I actually bought a jersey there, and I bought her one too because you know, I'm a degen, but I'm a classy degen. Twist his mustache, but. One thing that she did when this is what she did too. I was just shopping, you know, but she in the basement of that store in the changing room, she pulled me in and we end up, you know, doing nature's work in there.
Done nature's work. That's great.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, that's it, really.
Or as Esteban to say, the birches and the beaches.
Yes, that is.
Don't encourage Esteban. Okay. I have like 3 stories. One is let's take a break from sex stuff, okay? Because this one takes place.
Oh, you should have just told me that earlier. I have other degen ones where you know.
Okay, let me share one, and then someone else can go. Okay. So this one takes place in middle school. Nothing bad. We were in an art class. It was an art class. It was in the art room. I mean, there's like a few of these glass cases where our students' artwork are displayed. One was empty, right? So I'm just I'm setting the scene up for you guys. So it was me and an old friend of mine during class. We were just screwing around. The teacher steps out for a hot minute, and I forget why, but me and the friend ended up chasing each other and stuff around the classroom, and like an idiot, I run to the empty glass case, right? And so it's made of wood, and like the door is made of glass, right? So I open it, I ran inside, I try to, and the guy chasing me slams the glass door behind me, and it just shatters like broken glass everywhere. It cut his hands a little bit. It was just a loud scream. I was inside, just shocked. I didn't get cut at all, but I just looked at all this the broken glass that was on the floor. Everyone was shocked. The teacher came back in with a new student in our class, by the way, because she was like introducing the new student to our class, and she was so mad. She was so mad. She like cursed us out at one point. Got very mad, and right in front of the new student. And I think another teacher was there too. So it was just a huge mess, honestly. So that was the first time like I've ever gotten detention in school. It was
I don't think I've
crazy.
ever.
You actually stayed in detention in school?
Yeah, for like an.
What do you mean? I just walk out the door.
Yeah, I walked out.
I wasn't
'cause it
doing
was-
that. No.
Getting detention could not be.
If you don't go to school, fucking dumbasses.
Oh, shut up,
Damn,
Epi.
listen, we can all be privileged and not go to school like you.
Yeah.
No, detention. Mainly because like my my parents were like, "Why you gotta go to detention? You have to go home right now." I'm like, "What?" Like Hispanics, they don't play around. They don't care about any of that stuff, right? They're like,
Wow.
"You better be home at this time." And I remember they're like, and this I don't know, like this is everybody in New York or just anybody in general. When people say, "Oh, I'm gonna call your parents," we're like, "All right, bet, do it," or "I'll give you my phone," or we would give them a fake number and then see them call them, and then the parents come to our house. I mean, not our house, to the school, yell at them or beat them up in front of the students. This did not happen with
Wow.
my parents, but this did happen in one of my classes, and like I'm just sitting there and I don't know what to do with my life. I'm like, I don't know if I should stay or if I should go, but I'm seeing somebody get clapped. So like after you're done getting clapped, like are we all gonna get more homework because of this? Like that was my fear, bruh.
Man, that's wow.
But yeah, New York schools, yeah.
Yeah. Try
You want to know what I
try
used to
getting
do
in
when they
trouble
asked
in
for
a
the phone
small
number?
town where everybody knows your business.
True.
Yeah.
True.
That's the worst.
Yeah, you want to know what I used to do every time they asked for my parents' number, bro?
Mm-hmm.
I give them the Chino's number, bro.
Yeah.
Chinos.
Bro, cause parents don't play around. They'll even beat you in front of the teacher. Like they don't care. Like I remember but this was like in elementary school, right? Me and my dad picked me up and we were gonna, go home or whatever. And then this lady literally pulled out her son's belt. She said, "Give me the belt." And she's like whipping him right in front of me. And like, I don't know what to do. Like, I'm crying because I'm seeing this. Like, I don't know what to do, bro. I feel helpless. And then the teacher's like, "I'm going to call ACS." He's like, "You call him and I'm going to beat you too." And I'm like, "All right, bet."
That's me. I'm that kind of mom.
Yeah.
I'm like, motherfucker, this is not your business. This is my fucking business. Like, shut the fuck up. Like,
Oh my God. I'm going to call ACS. All right, bet.
I'll beat you 2 days.
I'd be like,
Call the
here's my
police.
full name, my social. Go ahead. Like,
Do it and see
make
if you
sure
make
that
it
they
out
can-
alive.
Make sure they get it right.
Yep. All right. Who? Does anyone else have a story? Epi, you got any more stories on you?
I mean, like I do, right? But do you want me to be the only one telling stories?
No, I still got a couple more. We're just taking turns. That's all. You can tell a
I
story.
can tell you
now.
about a degen moment of my sisters. Not mine.
Ooh.
Sounds amazing.
Okay. Tank first, and then Epi telling those story. Go ahead, Tank.
Okay, so like, I have 2 older sisters, right?
Right.
Like, the oldest one is just fucking smart as whip. She's a nerd, whatever, She's
Don't shoot
tall,
it.
skinny, weighs probably about 80 pounds.
Oh,
in
wow.
high
Oh, wait,
school,
don't shoot
okay?
it.
No, that's not even a joke. Like, she literally probably weighed like 80 pounds in high school. And I have a middle sister. She's like average. She was like 5'4", whatever. Well, this chick well, no, I'm not going to hold down names because I might get in trouble for that one.
Yeah.
But, so this
Fair.
chick is like
No, just
picking on my middle sister, right?
Oh.
Oh no.
My oldest sister, right? Told her, it's like, you need to handle your own business. Like, buck her up, like, fight her, blah, blah, blah. So, being as though, like, she's, like, very gullible, not even gullible, like, she takes peer pressure, like, so easily. Like, my middle sister should do whatever you want. If you can just coach her into anything, right? So, she picks a fight with this chick. They go to the fucking river. There's this little spot where everybody would fight. And
Oh, that was
sorry, I'm
Fordham
gonna fight.
Road for us.
Yeah,
But,
that sounds like Fordham Road.
But yeah, like so it is supposed to be like this 1v1 thing, you know, like literally there's a circle. Like they built a circle with logs of wood, like
Yeah.
from around the lake or whatever, or the river. And so they're fighting, and my sister, she's like holding her own. But
Okay.
like this girl starts like pulling her hair and scratching her face. And so my sister, who I've never seen like hardly ever yell in her entire life, she does this like death scream, right? Like
Oh.
everybody's scared. Everyone is backing away. Like there's trucks everywhere. Everybody's just like running behind the trucks because nobody's ever seen her like this. So she picks up rocks. She starts throwing it at the girl. She's like, "You want to play fucking dirty?" And she's like going at her.
Wow.
Well, the other girl decides she's gonna have her friends jump in at this point. And we were like, "What?" And all of a sudden we hear the cop cars. So like we're all jumping in vehicles trying to leave. The next day or whatever at school, my oldest sister finds this out, like, because she didn't come home that night. She was at a friend's house, so she didn't hear about any of it until she got to school. My oldest sister, she just runs into the locker room, right? She grabs the chick that, like, fucking was trying to, like, jump my sister, you know, not play fair or not fight fair, whatever. She drags her, she slams her head like 3 or 4 times into the locker, right? This girl's like side of her face is so bloody. They're just like beating her ass, like just beating her on the floor. The principal calls my mom, like, "You need to come get your daughter. The girl has to go to the hospital, blah, blah, blah." My mom goes up there and she's like trying to figure out why my oldest sister, a nerd, would ever do something like this, right? So like we're telling her the story. My mom and the principal was like, "Yeah, you need to have a talk with her. Well, this is not acceptable behavior and all this stuff." My mom said, "Fuck you." It's like her sister was getting
What?
fucking beat up. It's like, "Fuck you." Like this is what she had to do to protect her family. Like
I agree.
So this principal is like sitting there arguing with my mom. My mom literally backhanded the principal in the
What?
fucking mouth
What?
and went out. So
Oh.
like my mom was banned from ever going to the school again, like ever. Like while he was at least principal, like she's not allowed to.
Oh my
She
god.
like my sister kept getting all this hate mail and all this stuff. My mom,
Hate mail?
like literally, like people would drive by our house and like throw shit at her door, like letters and all this stuff saying like, you know, "We don't want your kind here." Like just talking about
Okay.
my oldest sister, who's never done anything in her life like that before. But it was protecting her family. Like, what do you want her to do? Like, some girl tried to jump her little sister. You know what I mean? Like, he's a quiet, meek person. Even I would have if I would have been bigger. But you know, I was just this little thing. You know, in junior high, I was like, what am I supposed to do? But I mean, like, my sister put that girl in the hospital. Like, she fucked her up. I don't think I've ever seen either one of them act like that ever again in my entire life.
And
But the fact that my mom like bitch slapped the principal was like the best thing ever.
okay, so okay, let me just give me a second to process all of that. Okay, so yeah, you
Time. T. You gotta
What?
remember that too. I grew up in a different time too.
fair enough, but like I just need to, because you did tell the story before, during your high school story time. That was like a few months ago.
Yeah,
But like,
I didn't tell about my mom because
yeah,
my
that's the
mom,
part I was
like-
not ready for. I'm
Well,
like,
no, I
what?
didn't tell about my mom. Like this is supposed to be degenerate, and that's the most degenerate thing I can tell about is my mom. Because my mom is a whole other level, dude.
I can't believe she did that.
Like, I had stories from my mom telling me when she grew up. It's like, oh my god, it's insane. It's like, she beat up 2 women that tried to jump her when she was pregnant with my oldest sister and shit. Like, it's insane.
What?
What?
Whoa,
Like,
what?
She be
My mom
giving
is a
hands
badass.
without even.
Where's your family from
Badass.
again?
My mom is a drill sergeant's daughter who
That makes
she grew
that
up-
makes more sense. That makes a little more sense.
made sure she could defend herself, and she taught us to defend like our family and our friends and stuff. So like anything happens with any of us, my mom's like, "Oh hell no!" Like if we
Next
ever got in
moment snapped.
trouble, you know, for somebody picking on somebody else and we handling it, my mom would be like, "So who the fuck cares? Like, you ain't in trouble. Let me take you out for ice cream or give you something. Like, give us a treat when we got home. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she didn't care."
Guys, this is the best episode we've done so far. I'm just telling you now. This is like so many crazy stories. Like Tank's mom was like
I
beating
have
up
to
a
get my
princess.
mom to tell me more stories so I can generate story time.
Right. What the wow. Thank you for sharing, Tank. That was a wild story.
Yeah, my mom's badass.
Okay, Epi, you got anything? I don't think you can follow that one up.
Again, he's more degenerate than anybody.
I
Did I
mean,
tell you guys about the time my buddy lost a nut, right? I already told you guys that story?
no!
Wait, oh no,
No, you did not!
Oh, we didn't hear
actually
the lost
interested.
nut story.
The lost. Oh
Yeah.
man. Oh
Did he?
man.
Did he find it? The question is, did he find his nut?
No.
Alright, so we were young, probably like 8 or 9 years old,
Wait,
and
Oh no. That's a bad start already. You
that-
guys were little
that's-
kids.
That's,
You guys
that's
were little
trauma.
kids.
Like that is trauma that's gonna live with you.
Hey Nathan, you're back just in time for a very sad story. Go ahead, MP.
okay.
Hey,
So
Zach,
we're
play
like,
it.
what?
Nothing.
Okay, we're like 8 or 9 years old, and we were bored as hell, and we just ride our bikes around in the middle of winter. And the winter in Maine is pretty bad, so the snow plows come through, and there ends up being like 8 or 9, 10 feet of snow on the sides of the roads. And so we were over
On
this
top of
parking
you.
garage, and we were just fucking around, being little degen kids, breaking shit or whatever, like screwing around with shit. And my buddies were up at the top. So we all went up to the top. It was like a I don't know, like a 10-story parking garage or some shit. And so we're all hanging out there. My buddy Zach is like, "Yo, we should jump off of this parking garage into the pile of snow below. Like, it'd be fun." And we were all dumb as fuck, so we're like, "Yeah, dude, let's fucking send it." So Zach, because he was the one that said he wanted to do it first, he jumped first. Actually, we were two Zachs, so Zach won. Zach won jumped first. And he landed just fine. He landed in the snow, and it caught him, and it was okay. His 10-story parking garage, but like, it was whatever. And then after that, my other buddy, Noah, he's the guy that lost the nut. He jumps, and he lands on a stop sign buried in the snow.
Oh no.
Wow.
I feel like right now I'm crying.
Damn.
I mean, I can only imagine that hurts.
Bro, T, I forgot to tell you, by the way.
Hold on. After MP's story, you can tell me.
Okay.
I mean, it's pretty much a wrap up at this point. Like, he lands, he starts screaming, and we're like, "What the fuck, dude? Like, you look like you landed fine." And then he starts trying to climb out the snow, and he's digging, and we can see the blood, and we're like, "Jesus fuck."
Oh god.
Bless you.
Thank you.
My had a fucking Motorola Razor.
Hell yeah.
So he calls the ambulance, and he calls our parents, let them know what happened. The ambulance gets here, and essentially, after us fucking waiting around for a long ass time like that, my buddy sitting
That
there
is
in the
family
snow crying.
jewels.
He lost a nut. He lost a nut that day.
Yo, I feel a little weakness just thinking about
Yeah,
it.
me too.
I get a little weak just thinking about it.
this
dude.
is-
Not
this-
gonna lie.
This is one of the struggles for guys, okay? We gotta protect our nuts, because we could lose them at any circumstance.
Not
understand
the
me?
family jewels.
I don't
Yeah.
I don't like that.
what-
That makes me very
Yeah.
sad. Like, oh,
Yeah, those are our weaknesses. You know what I mean? That's what we gotta look out for. But yeah. Thanks for that sickening story.
very
Why did
sad
he open his legs in the jump?
Because he didn't know there was a stop sign there.
Well, he wasn't doing like the splits or nothing. He just fucking landed on a stop sign.
I mean, that sounds like something you would see on Ridiculousness. You know that show Ridiculousness?
Yes, but like losing a whole testicle, like that's different, bro. Like imagine, like I don't know, breaking your leg, a finger, stuff like that. That's fine. But a nut, bro. I'd
Yeah.
rather.
A nut.
Doesn't that means he's busting half of a nut?
Shut. Really, Steven?
Actually, that means he actually busted a nut. Like,
Like,
All right, you two are getting kicked.
But only he can bust. But he can only bust half of one though.
Now I'm
no, because there's two of them.
muted.
Yeah, but now he
Mute.
but we consider two of them a whole nut. Now he got half of a nut.
Why aren't you guys muted? I keep kicking server mute, but you're not muted. That's okay. Whatever. Anyway,
Man.
Steven, you wanted to tell me something real quick?
Oh yeah. I got the T long sleeve.
Oh
Hey, turn on your face cam
I
now.
got it today.
This
Huh?
we interrupt this podcast for a merch promotion. Steven, turn on your cam.
Elias,
Give me 1 second. This Valorant game ain't gonna win himself.
For real, you playing Valorant? All right, Esteban, show off your merch. Real quick, y'all. If
brought to you
you
by Ski Dead.
there you go, show it
backwards.
off, baby. No, it's fine. You can see it. Where's that merch? Here.
No,
you
I
go.
mean like the words are backwards.
No, it's
Are they?
no, it's forwards on my end.
Oh, okay, makes sense.
If you haven't already, check out my merch store with official merch. Got some T-Lander shirts, long sleeve shirts. If you weren't here for my merch giveaway, what happened?
After like one or two more stories, which will give me time to finish this Valorant game,
You can show.
I could show it off.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, I'll promote it again at the end. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Shin, do you have any? You don't have any degenerate stories.
Nope.
Not one, really.
Do you have T merch?
No, that's a lie. I know she has one. She just doesn't want to share.
I mean, I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
If
I'm a very happy drunk person. I don't get into degen shit when I'm drunk. I'm just genuinely kind of happy.
No, but you have Degen stories.
Nah.
Yeah, exactly. There.
I
she
was
does.
a good noodle.
That's a definite lie, bruh.
Not a lie.
um,
I was a good noodle.
Uh huh. Okay.
yeah,
Let's just go with that for now.
okay.
Is that someone on our rear?
Hold on a second. Okay, did I ever tell you guys about my first high school party?
No, tell me.
Yeah, I was gonna save this for a high school story time, but I can tell it here. All right, so I was one of those kids.
Have it on top.
Steven, we can hear you talking
Sorry,
to
I'm not muting.
you.
I thought I muted it.
No, it's okay. Anyway, I was one of those kids who was like very likable and popular, but also like awkward and innocent in a way. You know what I mean? I was one of those kids basically. But I was chilling in a biology class. It was some science class, and we're just chilling, hanging around, and one of my classmates or friends were like discussing about this party that my friend was having at her apartment, and everyone was looking at me like, "Hey, yo, T, you gonna go to this party?" And I'm like, "I don't know, am I?" And the girl who's throwing the party was like, "Yeah, you can come." So like, "Oh, sweet, like, cool, I'm invited, nice." So yeah, she lived right up the street from where I live, so it wasn't that far. But I was pretty excited because it was gonna be my first house party, and I kind of knew what to well, actually, I didn't really know what to expect. But I walk up to the apartment, right? My dad drops me off outside. I walk inside the apartment, all swagged up, ready to have a good time. You know what I mean? It was literally the first time I've seen like a bunch of teenagers drinking and hooking up with each other. It was for me, because again, I was kind of an innocent little kid at the time. It was all very new and strange, and also pretty exciting. But I show up, and everyone was so shocked to see me there. I was like, "T's here!" I'm like, "Are you serious? T's here?" So yeah, we basically. Oh yeah, that was the night I had my first sip of alcohol too. Like I drank like Corona for the first time. I never liked it. That's why I don't like drinking beer now because it tastes.
Oh, you were
terrible.
drinking water? What?
Beer, Corona. Like it was Corona.
Water.
Beer's not great.
I love beer.
No, you were drinking water. No, I didn't say beer is bad. I said you were drinking water. Corona's just water, bro.
No, was it Corona? It was Corona Light or something.
I got drunk.
Oh, more water with extra water.
Water should not
That's what it
And
taste
you can
weird.
add lime to it, so it's lime water.
Ew. I
And-
hate lime.
Anyway, I did my
What's the
first. I did my. Oh, Nathan said Corona is piss water. What? No, yeah, basically,
All beer is water.
exactly. There you go. So I don't know why MP likes piss water.
He's dying inside right now.
Anyway,
Only getting my
Man.
competition. Of course.
Love piss water.
anyway. I had my first game of beer pong. And stuff, and on the first try, I managed to like get one ball into the cup. That was a very exciting time. But here's I saw this one girl who I kind of had a crush on in high school make out with this much taller black dude on the couch. The girl was white, by the way. Mind you. But but the reason I liked her so much, she was really beautiful. She loves to dance. I've seen her at like a bunch of other parties or events where she's like dancing and grinding on other dudes. And I had a chance to hook up with her, but I missed it because I was in the bathroom. But that's not the point. Here's the real highlight of the story. So we're all in the friends who was throwing the party. We're all in her room. They're all getting high and stuff, and everyone was looking at me and telling me to touch this girl's boobs. She had clothes on. Don't worry. But like, she like was preening open, right? And smiling at me, and I was like, okay. So I squeezed her boobs, and everyone started cheering, like, yeah! You, and then, another girl was sticking her butt out, and they wanted me to grab her butt too. So that's why I did, and everyone was like, oh, T grabbed her butt. That was.
Sorry.
See, you're a real sweetheart.
I'm a what?
You're a real sweetheart.
Oh, thank you. See, I know because I'm a gentleman. Okay, I don't have sex with people near graveyards. You understand me?
I consider myself a gentleman. I dropped her off at her home.
But still, you
laid a sweater down for her.
I laid a sweater down for her.
But yeah, at a graveyard, that nothing justifies that.
A graveyard, bro.
But
Imagine
yeah.
somebody. Hold on. Let's
Necrophilia.
put a scenario to this. Imagine somebody just
What if
paying
the zombie
respects to their like
apocalypse
dead relative, and they're just crying their eyes out, and then they hear just moaning and clapping, and they're like, "What?" Like,
Hey, the living are trying to live, alright?
yo, like I don't.
Wait, you've
Bro.
never.
No, Nathan.
Wait.
Never had sex in a graveyard.
Nathan, shut up! Don't encourage this, okay?
No, Nathan. That is
Yeah.
not. That is.
Even
That is not the
Esteban.
way.
Yeah, even
No.
Esteban's against this. But
Wait,
yeah,
what does that even mean? Even me, like,
because you're the one that usually makes all the dirty jokes or something. I don't know.
that's true. But
I don't think I can handle if Esteban tells any kind of, degen kind of story like that, like MPs.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I don't. I have one at least. No, I don't think I do.
Wait,
No.
Nate.
time when you missed your boom boom time because of class. Good
Oh
boy.
God, not that
No.
again.
What
No.
a studious man.
No, because look. First of all, it all started with Destiny, bro. Like
That is not an excuse. Girls over video games every time, man.
I did not know that at that time. Again, I was pure
Imagine.
heart, bro.
Imagine.
Bro, like she's like, I'm taking a shower. Like I'm here, like okay, you better wash behind your ears. Like I'm not here thinking like, yeah, boy. No, yeah. I was thinking, to be honest. I actually went back to her house again, like after like we broke up and stuff,
Oh my
just
god.
so that I can listen, just so that because I didn't have a PS4 at the time.
You gotta be
And
kidding me.
Warframe,
Worth it. Dude, video games are for females, let's be honest.
Warframe had an anniversary thing, and I'm here like, bro, I just wanted the anniversary skins. So I'm like, yo, can I go to your house? And she let me in. There was nobody there, and I'm like, yes. Logged in, got the anniversary stuff, and I left. I came to do my job, and that was it.
Did your job, Esteban.
I did.
I'm dead.
All right.
Esteban.
I can't
I'm
believe.
dead.
Wait, time out, everybody. Time out. Nathan said that you've done it. That he's had sex at a graveyard before, and but he doesn't
The girl
recommend
was
it.
crazy. I
You're
would
not
assume so.
alone.
I would assume.
You know what? I think we should
Who's
get Nathan. Iatora. He's in chat right now. I'm thinking we should get him in here and have him share a story if he has any.
Get your butt in here, Nathan.
If he's available, that is. But I have like one or
He's
two.
watching.
He's lurking. He's
Bad.
listening. Yes.
Oh.
But no. I have like one or
Me and
two
him
more
are playing
stories.
Apex right now. That's what my random comments are.
Right.
See, so he's available. Like, hello.
All right. Can you ask him if he wants to? Well, Nathan, you want to join our Degenerate story time if you have any stories? I have like
Here,
one or
just-
two more to share, but I want everyone else to get in as much as they want before time runs out.
Oh, where?
But yeah, that was the story of how I my first high school party. MP, you got it. I know you got a few more. No one can top your stories.
Hey, I'll be right back, dude. I'll
You'll
be
be-
right back.
Okay, no problem. All right, Steven, you got another one?
All right, so let me tell you this one. This is not a sexual one either, so this
Okay.
is pretty chill. This is hanging out, me and the boys. Oh, actually, this was no. Okay, no. Let me take I got another one. Me and my brothers and siblings, we went to a party, bro. I was obviously not younger because I was 15. So I wasn't. I don't know why I was invited to a house party, but I was invited to it. Basically, I almost got into. Oh wait, this wasn't sexual, by the way. Of course. I almost got into some weird multiplayer sexual stuff, basically.
Oh no!
Multiplayer. Also, you was about to have multiple controllers in the Xbox. Understandable.
Yeah,
Oh
Wait,
my
this
God.
is
It was
my turn on
basically
the
so. This is
Xbox.
what happened. So there was like pretty much there was 4 girls and like 2 guys online. Oh yeah. By the way, I'm gonna make this video game related. So there was 4 girls
Good job,
and
good
2
job,
guys
good job.
online, and
Yep.
we were trying to. They were trying to have a party, an Xbox party, real quick, and I was just like,
Smart.
I was like, damn, I'm not the recommended age for this video game. I have to be rated 18 plus.
You didn't
But
get your expression?
they were the adults that bought the game for me and then sold it to me outside the GameStop because that's all you got to do.
Okay.
So basically, the party started, and I didn't know this shit was going on. Basically, I didn't know we were about to do all that and stuff. It started, and I was like, what the fuck am I doing here? And I started doubting myself. I was like, hey, I don't want to do this. Next day, the person that I was supposed to like pretty much like do it with, she added me on Facebook, and she started like hunting me down, boss. And I was like, no. I didn't want nothing to do with it. I was like, thank God I didn't do anything. Because, it would have been trash anyway. But... Oh, hold on.
Okay.
But yeah, it would have been garbage anyway. But the thing is, I wasn't supposed to be there and I almost got an orgy. I know my sentence doesn't make sense right now, but it's because I'm so focused in this game of Valorant.
That's totally okay. Nathan in chat said only one notable one I have would be BDSM Lake House. I learned like 2 important facts of life. One, being tied to a pillar for like 12 hours straight really prevents blood flow, and two, being tied up is actually pretty comfortable. Okay, I don't know what to do with that. So Nathan was literally in a BDSM Lake House. I don't.
Oh, that's cool.
That's weird. I don't like that. I don't like BDSM. BDSM's not my thing.
It's fun though.
It's really not. I don't like that. No.
No, I'm joking.
It depends.
Not for me. I don't like it.
Okay.
But thanks for sharing, Nathan. I don't know if you have any more stories that you want to share with us.
If anything, like if we run out of ideas, we can always hit up a Reddit too.
I mean, I have like one more, and this one's definitely sexual.
Nah,
Um,
but yeah,
Oh fuck,
Reddit.
I'm dead.
You can do a stream of like reading stuff off of Reddit, you know,
yeah, I could.
and we'll
Excuse me.
join and comment about it, you know.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, we could try to do that. Oh, hello. White people clap. Welcome to the stream. Monk has sex. I don't know what that means, but welcome to the stream. We're sharing some degenerate stories tonight on this podcast episode, and I got one last story for me to share. And this one's pretty sexual and also pretty funny. But before I start, what do you think is an appropriate term for the word whatchamacallit, SLUT? Like a non a one like a clown car. We'll say that. Let me go with clown car. So this girl this is a college story. I'm not gonna drop any names, but this girl at
Evan.
my huh? Oh no, you're playing Valorant.
Oh, there's somebody named Heaven. She
No,
must be an
no,
angel.
no. Anyway,
I already made the joke.
so yeah, this girl in my college, right? She was interesting. Let me say that she was like kind of like a clown car, but also very like responsible one because she always liked to stay clean. The only time she like gets really horny is when she's on her period. So that's kind of what.
What? So she like, oh, when this is
No, no. It's not like that. It's not like that, bro. No. Let me just explain, okay? So, I kind of do this. I kind of seen this girl around for a while, and like I knew of her. I have spoken to her a couple times, and one night, one day, I was just like, very bored, much like empty. I was, kind of trying to feed the urge. You know what I mean? So I was like, do I really want to do this? Do I really want to hit up this clown car girl who like hooks up with all these other dudes and stuff? And I was like, screw it, what do I got to lose, right? So I messaged her on Facebook, right? I believe we were friends on Facebook at the time. And I just say, hey, what's up? You want to hang out sometime? And she like instantly knew what that I like wanted some, because she literally told me like, I know what you want. And then she sent like a eggplant emoji with a peach emoji next to it. So yeah, so it was about to go down, honestly, and I was honestly not entirely ready for it. But here's what it did, okay? So after work, I had an on campus job. This tonight was the night I was gonna hook up with this girl, but I needed like supplies. I needed like condoms, right? So I went to the grocery store, which was like a 30-minute walk from my campus. I didn't have a car, so I had to take the train, which was only 5 minutes, right? Oh, it was, for me, it was very nerve-wracking because I've never really done this. I never really went to a store by myself to buy condoms. You know what I'm saying? So I was going to the store by myself. I'm at the store. I'm just lingering in the health section, the medicine section, and I find the stack of condoms. I'm like so nervous about it and everything. And like one person like
Just with your chance, how?
like one person was like look like kind of looking at me. I'm like she kind of like cracked a smile a little bit. I'm just standing there really nervous, like, okay, is anyone looking? Is anyone looking? Cause like, I don't know, cause I don't want people looking at me like buying condoms, and I'm like, cause it's my business, you know what I'm saying? But like
But
one or
it just shows that you're getting some. That's all I'm saying.
I know, it's, to me it felt uncomfortable because like I don't do it that often, but my point is it just felt a little bit awkward to me. I don't need people knowing that I'm just doing all this sex stuff. But here's how I tried to cover it up. So I quickly grabbed the condoms, And to make it look like I was buying something else other than that, I grabbed a pack of Kit Kats and some mouthwash. So, and then I ran to the express aisle. Be yourself. Yes, thank you, people. I appreciate those words of wisdom. But anyway, yeah. Then came the night. She finally came over. We were just talking on the couch for a little bit, and then she started coming on to me. But we didn't technically have sex though, because she had her top off, but she kept her jeans on the whole time. You know what I mean? So we were just like dry humping each other the whole time. But but she did have nice boobs. I'll say that. But anyway, I tried to pursue it a little bit further and use the condoms that I bought. And she said, no, I don't want to have sex. I'm on my period. I'm like, what? I went all this way for nothing? And she didn't want a Kit Kat either. I'm like, bro, I ran from work all the way to the store. I mean, we still had fun though. It was some fun foreplay type stuff, but it wasn't full on sex. But the point of the matter is that I literally went on an awkward adventure to the store and then back to campus for nothing. And then
basically it was pointless, is what you're telling me.
I wouldn't say nothing. We still hooked up a little bit, but
no, but it's you could have did that any other day. You came in
I know. It's just it was all a spur of the moment thing. I messaged her the night before, and because of my school schedule, I didn't have time to go until right after work and before we were supposed to hang out. You know what I mean? And yeah, so there's that. Yeah, so that's my last degen story of how I went on a big adventure to buy condoms and did not actually have sex with someone. So I thought to me, I thought it was funny. It was a funny adventure for me. But yeah, anything else? Any more from you guys?
It's up to you guys. Do you guys have anything?
Where did MP go?
Hello?
Hello?
Anybody here?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm like, what?
Was I for the next story?
Was I boring you guys?
No. We're just waiting for the next story.
All right. Hold on one second. Nathan said, "Oh, that reminds me of when I helped a friend buy condoms. Evil girl literally was left the store. Hey, want to help me try these?" I'm like, what? Wait. I don't.
Oh.
Wait. Literally as we left the store, she said, "Hey, want to help me try these?" I'm like, what? Oh my god. That. Wow. Okay. That is evil.
So you're basically telling me you got blue balled. Oh no.
That's messed up. Feels bad, man. The Kit Kats went bad. No, the Kit Kats didn't go bad, people. They actually lasted pretty long. They were delicious. I ate all of them because I was getting my money's worth anyway. But
so basically, you didn't give him a Snickers because she was hungry.
Shut up, Esteban. That is not the time for that. We still again.
I think that was pretty tasteful.
Again, we still hooked up. She had her top off the whole time,
yeah,
bare boobs. We still have fun. It was still a fun night. But yeah.
I walked in on my brother having sex in my parents' bed.
Oh
It was so disturbing.
Please do tell, Tank.
My little brother.
Your little
high
brother?
School, my parents would work Monday through Friday in Texas, and then they'd come home on the weekends, and we'd stay there and go to school and stuff. And my brother, would invite his girlfriend over, which was no big deal. Well, I went to work one night, and when I came home from work, he didn't hear my car, and me come in the house, and I went into my mom's room to get some towels out of her bathroom, and I was like, okay, lawyer, I'll walk in, and there's my brother and his girlfriend just going at it, and I was like, this is so disturbing. I ran out screaming. It's like my little brother, sitting there banging a girl, and I'm like, that's nice. It's like, yeah, that's awesome.
What a thing to walk
Wow.
into.
This is your
Yeah.
Absolutely.
wait. This was
My
your
younger
little brother.
obviously lost his virginity before me, but
I'm sorry. That was really funny. I'm sorry to hear that, Tank, but wow.
yeah,
How old's your younger
He's a-
brother?
he's like 2 years younger than me.
Oh, okay. He's 33. I didn't know you had a younger brother. I thought you just had 2 older sisters.
No, I have a younger brother. He was the bad person in the family.
I'm sorry. He was a bad person. Didn't your oldest sister nearly kill someone?
Hey, that was
I mean,
defending.
it was defense. It was
yeah.
defense, but still, like blood. I'm just okay. I'm not gonna say anything. I don't want to be disrespectful, but that is a pretty funny story. Any more stories, Tank? From
I don't know. I had to think about it, honestly.
is Jack home yet? Maybe or no?
No, him and Len are still out.
All right. I'm hoping MP gets back in like a minute, but
Yeah, he's not coming back. He's kind of stuck. He's
Where-
still in his truck waiting.
wait, what is he waiting for?
Him and his coworker had to drive. really
Nathan
fucking
said he
far
would
out,
tell his story but not on stream.
Hey.
So he's waiting for his coworker.
Okay, Nathan. Is Nathan getting in here?
No, but he's not gonna say it on Discord.
He's not gonna say it on Discord.
On
No,
stream.
he's
He
He's
doesn't
not
want to
gonna
say it on stream.
Oh, okay. Do I? Oh, so am I allowed to say it as he writes it in chat?
No, he means he's not gonna say it on the stream, which means I don't think he
Oh.
wants it to be said.
You don't want to be public.
Okay, got you. All right. So after stream, he can come in here. And he can talk about it. And I won't. I'll keep it private. Steven, do you have any more stories?
Not really. I'm boring.
All right, Esteban, do you have any stories? I remember you from your miserable story time episode, where like you're this girl you were hooking up with, and her dad
I got one of
walked
them
walked in on you.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna say this. Most of the stories when it comes to going to somebody's house actually has to do with that one person with the destiny, right?
Okay.
So, yeah, the whole destiny incident. So, this was in my college year. I just don't remember what year it was. But before I tell you that story, I'll tell you like a very sad story. It's not even like sad. It's just like, man, my life is just bruh. So, in college, this is like my first year, right? I liked this girl, whatever, asked her out, and like she told me like straight up no to my face. I was pretty down, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go talk to this other girl, right? Because I didn't like process things. I just moved on to the next girl, which is very unhealthy. Anyways, when I was talking to this other girl, we were just chatting, chilling, whatever. We were spending time together like every single day whenever we could, right? I'm in the engineering club and she just pops in. I'm like, okay, cool. And another friend of mine comes in and they're just talking and laughing. I'm like, oh yeah, and we're laughing. He's like, okay, I gotta go somewhere. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna go too. It didn't take me that long to figure out what was going on because my man's came back and his lips was red and I'm like, oh, so this is what we do now. And you just see her smiling. How are you? I'm like, I'm good. How are you?
Oh
So-
my god.
So then after she left, he's like, bro, I wouldn't go with her. She's easy. I'm like, I can see that. Like, it didn't take you long. But I was still stubborn. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna at least try and get something out of this, right? We were watching a movie together and one of my other friends, very close friends, he had this girlfriend of his who he just found out was bi. And I just found out at the wrong time. He didn't let me know this. So we're watching a movie and we're just chilling. I have my arms around her and she just pops in, without saying anything. She says hi and then she sits right next to her. No. She sits in between us. She's like, oh, can you move over? Bro, I was so angry, my dude. I'm like, no. So I told her, no. There's a chair over there. Like I tried to be as calm as possible, but I was fuming. She sat on the other side. And She just didn't leave. And I'm looking at my bro like, bro, you gonna do something? You gonna get your girl? And she's just there laughing it up. She's like, oh my God, this, and this. And I'm like, I really want to punch her. Like, this is the first time of many times I've ever wanted to hit somebody of the opposite gender. And I didn't because I'm a gentleman.
I can't imagine you even wanted to hit anybody, Esteban.
Yeah, you know what? I have a very bad past with my anger. That's why I'm this nice, because I don't want to be like that anymore. So, right, I'm here like fuming, like about to explode, because she literally, like, for the whole time we were watching the movie, she was just talking and just killing the whole vibe. I walked away when the movie ended. I'm like, all right, I'll see you later. Like, but at the end, I waited till he left, right? I didn't yell at my bro. I'm just like, bro, come on, bro. Like, what was that? She's like, oh, yeah, by the way, he likes her. I'm like, bro, if you don't get her out of that room, you will be a single man. And I will not tell you why you will be one, but I just need to let you know. You will be a single man.
Oh, Esteban.
Wow.
Bro,
It's like Esteban when he tells somebody your mother doesn't love you. Like,
bro, it got worse too, because a few days later, her girlfriend and him, they were caught. You know, she was giving him the Glizzy 9000, and I walked in on that, and I'm like, all right, you know what? That's it. Get out. Like, bro, like I there were things I just didn't need to see, and that was one of them, bro. I had to hold it in, bro, because it gets worse, bro, because I found yogurt on the floor, and I'm like, I know that's not yogurt.
No.
Bro.
Why you gotta make it yogurt, bro?
No, the worst part is then an officer caught me in the room with that stuff. He was like, bro, what are you doing? And the lights were off. I'm like, oh my God, this is not even me. Like, the computer wasn't on or anything. I don't know what he thought I was doing. Bro, I was so angry. I didn't even argue with the officer. I just closed the door. Actually, before I closed the door, I wiped everything down. I closed the door. Bro, I went home with like so much rage, bro. Like, but I had to keep it in. I had to stay cool and stuff. But then the next day, bro, oh my God. The next day was like a pretty bad day, because there was this one dude who was just annoying me, bro. I just blacked out on him. I'm like, I don't remember exactly what I said, but I'm pretty sure I made him like regret being born that day. But yeah, that was one of the things that happened.
That's a pretty crazy story.
With this other story, there was this. It was the same girl from the whole Destiny incident. I went to her house because she was like, "Oh, I feel sick." You know, I'm like, "Okay, cool." And you know, I brought her stuff, which you know wasn't really to help her. Like, I guess. I sent her a text. I'm like, "Oh, mind you, we weren't like anything serious." I'm like, "Oh, I hope you get better." She's like, "Why?" I'm like, "You know, I was a dog at that time." I was like, "You know, so then I can." She's like, "Wow, you just want to get better so you can, you know, sleep with me?" Like, I'm gonna tell you right now, I hit yes so quickly, but I didn't press enter, bro. I didn't know what to do. I'm like, oh. I mean, she was like, you know, we weren't in a relationship. We were friends with benefits. So like, I can't just be like, I mean, no. So I just stayed quiet. I'm like, all right, I'm sorry. So then I brought her stuff. We were in her room. There were two beds because there was her brother's bed and then her bed. And I was just there on her bed. And let's just say whatever was on my person was coming off. And then as soon as like I had to, I don't know how I could have played it off. I didn't. It was just bad. I see the door open and then I see, you know, her dad bringing me food. I didn't know what to do at that time. So I just put the covers over me and I was just playing Destiny, bro. Like there was nothing I could have did. Like I had to accept defeat at that time. Like that was just pretty much it. Put my clothes back on and then I just left. Like that was just, it was a sad day.
Bruh, man. We will never let you live that down. I'm just telling you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna just tell you guys this one thing. I really hate COVID. Like before, I thought it was cool, but now, like I see the bigger picture. It stinks. It ruins.
You thought it was cool?
I'm gonna tell you why it was cool, because I was working and I got to stay home. That was the only good thing about it. But
Fair.
everything else, it's actual garbage. Um, just very quick, very very quick. There's this person I'm currently talking to, right?
Yeah.
We've known each other in college for a while. Went to the same college, graduated, yada yada yada. Very nice stuff. Um, she was going out with my friend, and I'm a noble dude. I'm not gonna go in on.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, sir, it sounds like you're almost violating guy code.
No. But before then, like again, what's the word? I mean, I was into her, whatever, but I was just trying to get them to be together, whatever, because he told me that he was into her, so I decided to take initiative and step away. What else? Then actually, when he asked her out, she came to me. She's like, "Oh, should I go out with him?" Me in my head, I'm like, I mean, like, I don't know why you asking me. You should already do it. You don't need my permission. And I'm like, yeah, sure, you should, of course. I also told her that I wanted to say something to her. I never got to say it. A year or two thing we were gonna say. I'm like, oh no, nothing. Don't worry about it. And we went out to lunch. We did all this stuff. And let me tell you, I was gonna take her out. But guess what happened the next day?
What?
COVID. Literally the next day, bro. I literally had everything planned out. Like I don't.
Wait. You're telling me COVID cock blocked you, bro?
Steven,
Oh,
You
my
got cock
God.
blocked by COVID?
Steven,
Wow.
team, everybody, you need to understand this. I don't do things like I hate the idea of going with the flow. I find that very stupid because that doesn't make sense to me. I plan everything, every little thing I've planned. I've planned like to go either paintballing, rock climbing, whatever. Then maybe a movie, but I find that a little too boring and too ordinary. So we probably would go to either one of our houses, but she lives in like Yonkers, so that's neither here nor there. And either play games or just like watch anime or whatever. It doesn't matter. Then after that, I would take her to Central Park, and then we would just have a picnic or whatever, and then just chill. And then that would be the end of the day. But COVID was like, oh, wow, I like those plans. So how about I shut down everything, bro? At first, I was like, "Yay, COVID!" Like I don't get to go outside and have to worry about work, right? But then they closed restaurants, and I'm like, "Oh, okay, that's nice." And then there was the mandatory everybody, stay home. And then it took like half a year, and I'm like, "Okay, cool. Hopefully, the rest of the year, it gets better." Then a year passes, and now it's March.
That sucks.
Bro, it's bad because I don't like texting and flirting because it doesn't. I can't make that work. Like I can't do it. Like it doesn't make sense to me. I like doing it in person. That way I can see your expression. But yeah.
All right. Wow. Sorry to hear that. Wow. That's, oh wow. Okay, we're gonna end it there. Honestly.